Hey everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and in today's video we are talking about one very important thing that you should always have on hand, and that's physical copies of what are the most essential preparedness, self-reliant kind of bits of info awesomeness. And today we're talking medical. Yep, survival medicine. So with the recent hurricane blowing through the United States, Hurricane Matthew coming through the Bahamas and just doing terrible, terrible devastation to a lot of folks' lives, it really got me thinking again, in your mind, you know, am I prepared for different scenarios, different situations? Would I be able to provide for my family food, water, shelter, that sort of thing? But one of the things I think that a lot of people kind of don't make as important of a priority is medical stuff, in terms of what happens if you can't get to a doctor and you are the doctor. And so today I wanted to bring to your attention this book. I got this book. It's called the Survival Medicine Handbook, a guide for when medical help is not on the way. I got a copy of this, and I think it's super important that you get physical copies, hands-on. I can get it because what if you can't get to the internet? What if you don't have electricity? What if you don't have all these, you know, bits and bobs of technology that will not work if there is X, Y, or Z? And so having a physical copy in your hand is super important. And I wanted to show you this book because I am just flat out impressed with the scope of all of the different topics that they go through. This book specifically is an incredible, well, I would just say that it's comprehensive. As somebody like, you know, somebody who's not a medicine person, I'm not a doctor, I've not been to any kind of training, don't have nursing skills, but this book can take you through a very wide variety of what if scenarios, everything from, you know, stitches to, well, here, I'll just show you a couple of things that we got going on here. Principles of medical preparedness, becoming a medical resource. These are all chapters, by the way. Hygiene and sanitation, dental issues, food, waterborne illnesses, infections. They teach you how to stitch wounds, environmental factors, injuries, major wounds, minor wounds, how to deal with triage, you know, chronic medical problems, other important medical issues, medicines. And it's got a lot of pictures, a lot of guides, a lot of charts, and it is just an absolute amazing condensation of what to do if there's no one you can go to get help from and you're stuck and you got to do it yourself. And another thing that they deal with in here, which I think is really, really cool, is they not only go through the traditional standard, this is what I was taught in medical school, this is how you stitch a wound kind of thing, but also alternative medicines, like natural remedies, essential oils, all kinds of stuff that you can find in terms of in nature. And I think that's a huge thing to consider, because what if you can't just go to the pharmacy, right? And so I wanted to share this book with you because there will be a link down below, by the way, if you want to get a copy of it. But one of the funny things on the back here, well, it's a doom and bloom guide. That's kind of a funny thing. But I just want to be an encouragement to you guys that, you know, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who just went through that storm, the Hurricane Matthew, and went, wow, I am not nearly as prepared for X, Y, and Z as I thought I am. And boy, I wish I had more knowledge, more preparedness stuff. And now they're regretting it. And I just don't want that to be the case for you. I mean, if you have the resources, this is a great guide. And that's even, see, the thing is also too, by the way, this is kind of a funny side thing. Me personally, I don't do stitches well. And you say, what do you mean by that, Brad? What do you mean you don't do stitches? That's one of the creepy crawliest things I can think about. Like, it's worse than snakes and spiders and all that kind of stuff. Like, the idea of being sewn up like a piece of cloth to me is like, oh. But while I recognize that I have an aversion to stitches, it's something I'm gonna need to have, or it would be a skill rather, that would be extremely useful to have. And they clearly go through how to do it. This is how you do it. And even a guy who is like me that goes, ick, this has helped me understand and see that I could do it. And it's not as hard as you may think, but yeah, I'm just trying to recommend this for you guys because you know what? We all need physical copies of this stuff. You never know when you're going to use it. And if you can get a copy before something, were to happen, better do it than, make hay while the sun shines, right? So anyway, there it is. Brad with Big Family Homestead. Links down below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Share it around because I know there's a lot of people that are going, man, I wish I had this 10 days ago. Bye.